long before I first rode into Humptulips town. There was a woman the logger spoke of in a hushed, fearful sound. Kalina, they called her, her beauty unmatched in the rain. But the whisper said loving her only would bring you to pain. Her eyes were as dark as the night when no stars will appear. Her voice was like music, but edged with a danger to fear. And men who came seeking her favor soon vanished like ghosts, leaving behind only shadows that roam through the coast. Kalina was born in a shack near the curve of the bay. Her mother a singer, her father a drifter gone away. She grew wild as a salmon that fought in the cold autumn stream, and her laughter could cut through the fog like a half-remembered dream. When she turned 20, she danced at the rusty lantern bar. Men rode from the timber camp, some from the mountains afar. But the one she kept close was the meanest of all in the land, a logger whose fists and his fury were feared through the span. Slow, tense picking. One night a stranger rode in through the dark and the rain, an outlaw in leather with hunger and heart full of pain. When his eyes met Kalina's, the tavern around them went still, and the logger who claimed her stood up with a promise to kill. Music stopped cold, every breath seemed to freeze where it lay. The outlaw said, friend, I don't care what you think or what claim you say. In a flash there was steel and the thunder of gunfire in air. When the smoke cleared, the logger lay bleeding beside the old stair. The outlaw escaped in the fog, but he never rode far. For Kalina was more than a dancer, she knew who you are. She found him alone in the pines where the river runs deep, and she swore that his heart and his soul were now hers to keep. He followed her back to the lantern as if in a trance, but the sheriff was waiting already with rifles in stance. And Kalina just smiled as they bound the man fast with a rope. Some say she kissed him before they stripped him of hope. They hung him at dawn by the edge of the cedar wood grove, and the rain washed away every footprint and trail he had wove. Kalina went dancing that night and the loggers all stared, for the girl in the lantern light swayed as if she never cared. And still in Humptulips they say if the moonlight is red, and the fog moves in slow from the river like curtains of dread, You'll see her there dancing, her eyes like the shadow of sin. And you'll know if she calls you, you'll never come back out again.